Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Scoopier, and today we are going to be talking about idiot influencers. And not only that, but their idiot tendencies. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So if you've been on social media at all in your lifetime, you probably know what an influencer is and how they can be, the kinds of content they make, and what they exactly do. Probably not, actually. Nobody knows what they do. Why are these people famous? Why are we making them famous? I don't know. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about a man named Jack Doherty. Just kidding. His name is Jack Doherty, and he is a creep. Already, based on the kind of content that he makes, you can tell that he's probably not the best person. He is, all in all, a total douchebag. But it goes a lot deeper than that, and we're going to get into some of that in this video. So to give you an idea of the kind of content that Jack Doherty was making before even all of this came out, we have here a clip of him on Dr. Phil. Now, it seems to me that a lot of the kids who do go on Dr. Phil then go and start their own careers and stuff like that. The Catch Me Outside girl, her name is Bad Baby, I think. She went and she built a career off of this. But we're going to just watch this video so you have some basic idea, basic understanding of the kind of content that Jack Doherty was making before this even came out.
Here's video of Jack fighting with his brother Michael after Jack took Michael's new luxury car without permission and without a license, so Jack could tape a prank.
Oh my gosh, she's coming! Look out, look out, look out!
Jackie!
Hi, Mike! Phil! Hi, Mike!
Okay, Jack, that's enough, Jack!
Michael! Jack!
Gotta love Dr. Phil, by the way, and the really overly dramatic music to make the situation seem cinematic. You know, if someone was ever taking my car at 5 miles per hour down the road, I would want this music playing in the background as I was chasing him, or I don't think I would catch up to them, like at all.
Oh, stop! Ah! Okay, Michael, I promise you, it's done. It's done. Okay, Michael, I promise you, it's
I'm gonna
done.
smash
It's
this
done.
camera.
Michael! Don't touch my camera. Stop. Don't touch Michael! Jack! Michael, stop! Stop!
Film right now.
Stop! Run away, run away, run away.
Can you shut up? Please. Yeah, I said shut up. Don't break it.
Well, Jack's older brother Michael joins us now. He believes Jack pushes his pranks too far. Michael, thanks for joining us.
Yo, looking
thank you
back
for
on it, it
having
was
me.
funny though. Come on, that was great. You popped me like 3 times in the face. I think that was great content.
I mean-
I deserved it.
Looking back on it, I guess you could say that it was funny, but
Hey,
in the moment, it was not that funny.
That was your new car, right?
Yeah, he stole his car. Looking back on it, it was funny. Are you what a way to excuse your crappy actions. You stole your sibling's new car, by the way. And you're saying, "Yeah, but it was funny though." He really just hit his brother with, "I did it for the Vine though." That's absolutely insane. What?
Daddy bought it.
Yeah, and also I thought he was gonna crash or something, and also I think he
wouldn't
was
crash
just
the
trying.
car. If I crashed a car, I would buy a new one. Let's be real. No worries.
I'm
Yeah,
talking to your brother, and you're
Facts.
interrupting.
You're right.
Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
I don't know if you saw the video of me quitting my job. He paid me to quit my job,
Give him a little back.
and I told my manager to go yourself.
Okay. Really? Even as someone who doesn't work like a super high paying job, like even, I don't know, dude, I could be cleaning sewers and I don't think I would go out of my job like that, even if I was paid to. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there was basically a video of this dude who worked at Home Depot. He was approached by an influencer. He was offered money. The guy was like, "How much would it take for you to quit your job right now?" He hands him like a wad of cash. He's like, this much, and he just keeps increasing the amount. And the guy is genuinely concerned. He's genuinely worried for his coworkers. Like, I don't want to leave them here when there's no one else. And I believe he did still end up getting some money from it and also keeping his job. So I think even, like, I would quit my job for a certain amount of money, sure, but I'm not going to tell my manager to go F themselves over it. I think that's really immature and stupid, and honestly, it goes to show how his brother is even feeding into some of these delusions, at least in the early stages of his content creation. Again, this clip is from 2020.
Because Jack said he'd pay me $100 to do it.
No, I gave you $1,000. Let's be real. I gave you $100 extra
Yeah.
to say that. It's all in jokes. Like, it's all like, grow up, live life, have fun.
I know a lot of internet influencers that have lots and lots of followers in the tens of millions, and they do a lot of comedy and a lot of jokes, but they're always successful when the joke's on them.
Yeah.
They're very creative about doing things where the joke's on them. You can do a lot of different things that don't have the downside, but have the upside if you just challenge yourself to do things
Like what?
at a different level. Your question for me was, do I think what you're doing is okay? Or I think you're energetic, and I think you're a hard worker. I think if you would morph things into being more creative, and
I think they're so creative. No one's ever done those types of stuff.
okay.
Really? No one's ever done those kinds of prank videos before? Weren't Jake Paul and Team 10 doing this in like 2017? I feel like people have been doing those kinds of videos for a really long time. Again, Dr. Phil coming in with the amazing advice, talking about the fact that, if he could have been successful, he really could have been successful if he had just taken the jokes and the pranks and stopped screwing up people's lives, maybe. He definitely could have made something for himself, but he chose to go down this road. Really just speaks to his character, I think.
Okay, we're done here.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to give him some advice, and he wants to talk rather
Jack,
than
Oh,
listen.
don't
Dr.
interrupt
Phil.
him
Very
again,
hard to
please.
get along with. I'm sorry.
Jack,
He's
could
gonna
you give him
upset when I
another
talk.
chance? Jack, please don't interrupt
I was
anymore.
just trying to be nice.
Let Dr. Phil speak. You're not being
No,
nice.
I've
You're
tried
interrupting.
several times to give him some advice that I've gotten from having consulted with several internet influencers that are 10 times the size that he is on the
Correct.
internet, and universally they gave me the same advice to pass on to him, but he wants to interrupt and argue. So, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him float on his back. So I'm
Ooh.
done here.
Jack,
Dr.
So
Phil.
how can we de-stress
That goes hard.
during these rather stressful times? We'll talk.
Somebody write that down. Somebody clip that. Dr. Phil with the advice. This was sort of like the introductory period to Jack Doherty, obviously. This was during the pandemic era, so content, obviously, there was a boom of it because people were at home, they had nothing better to do, and Jack Doherty kind of blew up in that era. So that's not even the grossest part of Jack Doherty and what he's been doing on the internet lately. The grossness actually comes in from some recent allegations of him grooming underage girls, 16 and 17-year-olds, even one of them being as young as 15, into doing OnlyFans under his management. Basically, Jack goes out and he recruits these girls, these OnlyFans models, so they're called, and he has them work for him, takes a percentage of their earnings, and he promotes them on his Instagram. Now, this is absolutely disgusting. I mean, Jack in and of himself is only 21 years old, which means he's just barely of legal age for drinking and smoking. He's literally becoming essentially a legal pimp because he is having these girls sell themselves. And not only is he having these girls sell themselves, he's having these girls convince other young girls to sell themselves too. One account specifically of one of these instances is from one of the 15-year-old girls that allegedly Jack was trying to groom into being one of his OnlyFans models. She says that not only was Jack trying to get her to do it, but that some of the other girls who he was already managing were also trying to convince her to do it. And it started off with very innocent questions like, have you ever posted yourself online before, like on Instagram? And then it went to, have you ever posted yourself at the beach, like in a swimsuit? And then they were trying to convince her that OnlyFans was basically like that. Now, this to me is very interesting as well. His girlfriend, which it has been speculated that they might just be together for the publicity, for the fame, for the convenience. On his website, jackdoherty.com, he has a list of girls that he manages, a list of these OnlyFans models that he supposedly manages. And right at the top here is McKinley Richardson, who is his girlfriend, along with all of these other women. Now, very recently, Jack has been in the news, the actual news. NBC was reporting on this. He crashed his McLaren live while either, I don't know that it was confirmed, he was either texting or reading Twitch chat. As we know, he streams, although he does get most of his money from the OnlyFans girls that he manages. He does do streams too, so he was live at the time while he was driving. He's got his cameraman in the passenger seat, and he's either reading chat or he's texting. It's raining pretty heavily, and just watch the video. It's absolutely insane.
No!
This clip, it's not really the full clip, but it flashes to the aftermath. And this is the part where people were like, wow, this guy is a disgusting human being. He's really in it for the content. He doesn't care about any of the people who are around him, any of the people who he's calling his, quote, friends. Just check this out.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay?
The part that I love most about this is the fact that he had to turn the camera back around on himself first so that all the viewers knew that it was him who was holding the camera at this point. And then he turns and he asks his friend who is literally gushing blood from his head, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay though?" What? It's like, you know, you cut someone's arm off and then you're like, "Does it hurt though, man? Are you good? Are you experiencing any pain?" On a scale of 1 to 10, could you put it on a scale of 1 to 10 for me? What is wrong with this guy?
Oh my god, bro. My whole fucking car, bro.
And this is another thing. He's more worried about the car than he is his friend, who again is literally bleeding from his face. Now, there's a part coming up here that is going to be absolutely shocking. Maybe not shocking, considering that we already know that this guy is pretty much a sociopath, but ridiculous. I can't think of any person who is mentally regular doing this. Like, it's just no words describe it.
No fucking way. Oh my gosh.
Way. There's a way.
There's no fucking... Michael, here. Michael, do you have a film on that phone too?
Yeah, that's right, guys. He hands the camera to his friend who is gushing blood from his head. Not only does he hand him the camera that he has, but he tells him to also record on his phone so that they have two perspectives. Okay, so I'm not going to play this clip because the music in the background is copywritten, but this is a clip of Jake Paul on a podcast giving his opinion on the situation with Jack Doherty. And what he has to say is really interesting. Basically, the dude whose podcast he's on is saying that, Jake, you paved the way for the problem child being the solution. What do you have to say about Jack doing the same thing, following in your footsteps? Jake actually gives a pretty mature and relatively honest response when he says, what more do you want? You've already got enough money to support your family, buy him a nice house somewhere. What more could you possibly want at this point? He says that the people who are following you to see your demise, and they are watching you for the wrong reasons, which I think is a fairly mature response from Jake Paul, and I think that what he has to say in this is very insightful, and honestly, Jack should listen to it. It is also notable that after all of this went down, after he crashed his McLaren on the live stream, Kick did ban him. He then went live on TikTok with a stream that was titled, "Help Me Make My McLaren Back," and his fans were actually donating. They were actually trying to help him make the money back so that he could buy another McLaren or get the same one fixed. That's going to do it for this video. Be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you do enjoyed. Make sure to turn on notifications so you get notified when I upload a new video or when I go live, as I do live streams on this channel several times a week. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.